This is a heartfelt space to cherish memories, celebrate journeys, and remember the impact of personalities who touched our lives. At the same time, we'll share updates on WWE legend Omos, whose resilience and leadership behind the scenes keep shaping the world of wrestling. Subscribe now to stay connected and honor their inspiring legacies with us. Gene LeBell, born on October 9, 1932, was a towering figure whose influence stretched across professional wrestling, martial arts, and stunt performance. Known to many as the godfather of grappling, LeBell was more than just a wrestler. He was a pioneer who helped shape the worlds of combat sports and entertainment. From a young age, he immersed himself in martial arts, training rigorously in judo, wrestling, and other disciplines. This early dedication laid the groundwork for a career that would span decades and inspire countless athletes and performers. In the 1950s, LeBell stepped into the world of professional wrestling, and his exceptional grappling skills quickly set him apart. He competed in various promotions, most notably the National Wrestling Alliance, NWA, where fans and peers alike marveled at his technical mastery and athleticism. Beyond the ring, his charisma and larger-than-life persona earned him a devoted following, and he became known not only for his victories, but also for the showmanship he brought to every match. LeBell's talents didn't stop at wrestling. He carved out a notable career as a stuntman and fight choreographer, contributing to films and television shows that have since become classics, including The Green Hornet and The A-Team. His deep understanding of martial arts and wrestling allowed him to design fight sequences that were both thrilling and believable, making him a sought-after consultant in Hollywood for decades. Perhaps one of his most lasting contributions was his role in popularizing mixed martial arts. LeBell helped bridge the gap between traditional wrestling and modern combat sports, demonstrating that grappling and martial arts techniques could cross over into new arenas. Many of today's fighters and entertainers have cited him as a source of inspiration, both for his skills and for the passion he poured into his craft. Gene LeBell passed away at the age of 89, leaving behind a legacy that goes far beyond medals or championships. He is remembered as a trailblazer, a mentor, and an enduring symbol of what dedication, skill, and a love for the art of combat can achieve. His impact will continue to resonate in wrestling, martial arts, and the entertainment industry for generations to come. Terry Funk, born Terrence Funk on June 30th, 1944, in Hammond, Indiana, was a professional wrestling icon whose influence on the sport is immeasurable. Growing up in a wrestling family, Funk was destined for the ring. His father, Dory Funk Sr., was a respected wrestler and promoter, while his older brother, Dory Funk Jr., would also carve out his place in wrestling history. Surrounded by the world of grappling from a young age, Terry developed a toughness, resilience, and technical skill that would define his legendary career. Funk made his professional debut in 1965 in his father's promotion, quickly standing out for his work ethic, versatility, and unyielding presence. By 1975, he had reached the pinnacle of wrestling success, defeating Jack Briscoe to capture the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. This reign showcased his ability to shine in any style, whether a classic, technical bout, a fierce brawl, or a match that demanded daring aerial moves. He proved he was not just a competitor, but a performer who could elevate the art of wrestling itself. Throughout the 1980s and 1990s, Funk became a pioneer of hardcore wrestling, embracing a style that was wild, brutal, and unforgettable. Matches involving barbed wire, chairs, and even fire became part of his legacy, particularly in promotions such as ECW, WCW, WWF, and All Japan Pro Wrestling. His feuds, most famously with Ric Flair, remain some of the most talked about and influential rivalries in the history of the sport. Funk's willingness to push limits and endure punishment for the sake of storytelling earned him admiration from fans and peers alike. Beyond the ring, Funk's larger-than-life cowboy persona, quick wit, and charisma endeared him to audiences. He crossed over into Hollywood, appearing in films like Roadhouse and Over the Top, further cementing his place in pop culture. His contributions to wrestling were formally recognized with inductions into multiple halls of fame, including the WWE Hall of Fame in 2009. Terry Funk's career spanned more than 5 decades, leaving behind a legacy of courage, innovation, and passion. He wasn't just a wrestler, he was a storyteller, a pioneer, and a true icon whose influence will resonate in the wrestling world for generations to come. Misty Blue Simus, born Diane Cotton Simmes on February 8, 1956, was a trailblazer in the world of professional wrestling, leaving a lasting mark on women's sports. Growing up in an era when opportunities for female athletes were limited, Simus found her calling in the wrestling ring, driven by a combination of passion, determination, and natural athleticism. Her journey into wrestling began under the tutelage of the legendary Killer Kowalski, one of the most respected trainers in the business. With his guidance, she honed her skills, learning not just the techniques of the sport, but also the art of connecting with audiences. Simus made her professional debut in 1985, quickly making waves with her energy, charisma, and athletic prowess. Her presence in the ring was magnetic, drawing fans to every match she participated in. She competed across a variety of wrestling promotions, including appearances in the World Wrestling Federation, where she left a memorable impression despite the occasional nature of her appearances. Misty Blue had a rare ability to combine technical skill with a vibrant personality, making her a standout performer during a time when women's wrestling was fighting for broader recognition. Beyond her performances, Simus played a vital role in shaping the women's wrestling scene. She was dedicated to her craft and deeply committed to helping elevate women in the sport, paving the way for future generations of female wrestlers. Colleagues and fans alike admired her professionalism, work ethic, and unwavering belief in the importance of women's representation in wrestling. Misty Blue Simmes passed away on January 19, 2023, at the age of 66. Her death prompted an outpouring of respect and remembrance from fans and fellow wrestlers, many of whom recalled her influence both inside and outside the ring. While she may no longer be with us, her legacy endures in the history of women's professional wrestling, in the athletes she inspired, and in the countless fans who were captivated by her performances. Misty Blue Simus will always be remembered not just as a talented wrestler, but as a pioneer who helped shape the future of the sport she loved. Matthew Anoa'i, better known to wrestling fans as Rosey, was born on April 7, 1970, into the legendary Anoa'i wrestling family, a dynasty that has produced some of the most iconic names in professional wrestling, including his brother Roman Reigns and his cousin Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Wrestling was practically in his blood, and from an early age, Rosey was drawn to the sport that would eventually define his life and leave an enduring mark on fans around the world. Rosey began his professional wrestling career in the mid-1990s, cutting his teeth in various independent promotions. His early years saw him develop both his skills and his persona, learning the art of connecting with audiences inside and outside the ring. He later joined World Championship Wrestling, WCW, forming the tag team the Samoan Gangsta Party alongside his cousin Jamal, who would later gain fame as Umaga. While this period helped him gain experience, it was his time in WWE that would truly cement his place in wrestling history. In 2002, Rosey signed with WWE and quickly became known for his larger-than-life personality and athleticism. He was paired with Hurricane Shane Helms to form the comedic superhero tag team, the Superheroes. Together, they brought humor, energy, and a playful charm to WWE storylines, creating moments that fans fondly remember. Rosey's persona was that of a lovable, goofy character, but behind the humor was a talented athlete who could hold his own in the ring and bring genuine excitement to each match. After his WWE tenure, Rosey continued to wrestle on the independent circuit, sharing his experience and passion with aspiring wrestlers. He also worked as a trainer and mentor, helping shape the next generation of talent. Tragically, Rosey passed away on April 17, 2017, at the age of 47 due to congestive heart failure. Though his life was cut short, his impact on professional wrestling and his place within the Anoa'i family legacy remained significant. Rosey is remembered not only for his in-ring performances and comedic charm, but also for the warmth, energy, and joy he brought to fans and colleagues alike. His legacy lives on as a beloved figure in the world of wrestling, a reminder that sometimes the biggest smiles leave the deepest impressions. Gorilla Monsoon, born Robert James Morella on June 4, 1937 in Rochester, New York, was much more than just a professional wrestler. He was a larger-than-life presence whose influence on the wrestling world continues to be felt long after his passing. From a young age, Monsoon's imposing size and natural athleticism set him apart. Standing 6 feet 3 inches tall and weighing over 400 pounds, he was a commanding figure in the ring, yet he moved with a surprising agility that made him both intimidating and captivating to fans. Monsoon's wrestling career began in the 1950s, and by the 1970s, he had become a key figure in the WWF, now WWE. Over the years, he was involved in numerous memorable feuds, facing off against some of the era's most legendary wrestlers, including Bruno Sammartino and Captain Lou Albano. His in-ring achievements were notable too. He held several championships, most famously the WWF World Tag Team Championship, alongside his partner, Big Cat Ernie Ladd. Fans admired Monsoon not just for his size and strength, but for his charisma, presence, and the respect he commanded from both peers and audiences alike. After retiring from active competition, Monsoon seamlessly transitioned into a career as a commentator and broadcaster. His deep, distinctive voice and natural wit made him a fan favorite, and his partnership with Bobby the Brain Heenan produced countless unforgettable moments that blended humor, drama, and storytelling in a way few could match. Beyond his on-screen persona, Monsoon was known as a genuinely kind and generous individual. He often mentored younger wrestlers, sharing his experience and wisdom to help guide the next generation of talent. Tragically, Monsoon passed away from heart failure, but his legacy continues to echo throughout the wrestling world. In recognition of his contributions, he was posthumously inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2004, ensuring that his name and impact would never be forgotten. Gorilla Monsoon remains a symbol of passion, charisma, and dedication. Someone who lived and breathed wrestling, leaving a lasting imprint on the hearts of fans and the industry alike. Omos, born Tololope Jimo on May 16, 1994, in Lagos, Nigeria, emerged into a world that would soon recognize his extraordinary stature and unique physical presence. From an early age, it was evident that Tololope was different. His rapid growth and towering height set him apart from his peers, and though this brought attention, it also carried challenges that would follow him through life. Growing up in Nigeria, he developed a passion for sports, particularly basketball, where his remarkable height and agility quickly became an asset. The journey from Lagos to the international stage was not straightforward, as he had to navigate the complexities of moving abroad, adapting to new environments, and balancing the expectations that come with being physically exceptional. His athletic abilities earned him a scholarship to the University of South Florida, where he played collegiate basketball and drew notice for both his size and coordination on the court. Yet while basketball offered him opportunities, it also presented limitations. The path to professional sports in basketball is notoriously competitive, and Omos realized that his true calling might lie elsewhere, where his exceptional stature could be fully celebrated rather than restrained. This realization marked a pivotal moment in his life, as he began to consider a career in professional wrestling, a realm where his presence could dominate arenas and captivate audiences. The transition was not merely about switching sports, it was a decision to embrace an entirely different physical and emotional challenge, requiring him to learn new skills, adapt to a different kind of discipline, and endure the rigorous demands of a world where strength, size, and charisma determine success. Journey into WWE and early career. Omos's entry into WWE was both a dream realized and a careful navigation of his extraordinary physicality. Training at the WWE Performance Center, he was introduced to the fundamentals of professional wrestling, learning how to balance his incredible size with agility, timing, and in-ring storytelling. In 2020, he debuted as the bodyguard for AJ Styles, a role that allowed him to demonstrate his dominance without immediately engaging in high-risk wrestling maneuvers. Serving as Styles' protector, Omos immediately caught the attention of fans and management alike, creating an aura of intimidation that became his signature. This role was not just a supporting one, it laid the foundation for his eventual evolution into a competitive athlete in the ring. highlighting how WWE often nurtures performers by integrating them into storylines where their presence and personality are central. The partnership with Styles proved instrumental in Omos's rise, offering him a platform to demonstrate both his size and surprisingly fluid movement, which contrasted sharply with expectations for someone of his height and weight. This period was also crucial for Omos's personal growth, as he adjusted to the demands of life as a performer, including public appearances, interviews, and travel, all while managing the medical complexities that would continue to influence his career. Rise to prominence in the ring. Omos officially made his in-ring debut on March 21, 2021, during WrestleMania 37, teaming with AJ Styles in a tag team match that culminated in a victory for the WWE Raw Tag Team Championship. This win was more than just a title. It symbolized the arrival of a new force in WWE, a competitor whose unique combination of size, strength, and agility redefined the expectations for a modern wrestler. Fans were immediately drawn to Omos's presence, which seemed both larger than life and surprisingly relatable, a testament to the careful work he had put into mastering wrestling fundamentals and cultivating his persona. The victory at WrestleMania opened doors to numerous storylines, opportunities for solo performances, and further collaborations with other top-tier talent. His time as a tag team champion allowed him to showcase moves that utilized his extraordinary frame, from overpowering lifts to precise strikes, creating a spectacle that highlighted both his physical abilities and the careful planning required to perform safely at his size. Beyond his in-ring accomplishments, Omos became known for his silent charisma. He could communicate power and confidence with minimal dialogue, relying on his imposing stature and deliberate movements to convey intensity, a skill that resonated deeply with audiences and distinguished him from other performers. Health challenges and medical journey. Omos's path to becoming a celebrated WWE superstar has been marked not only by athletic achievement, but also by remarkable resilience in the face of significant health challenges. Central to these challenges is a history of medical conditions that have shaped both his personal life and professional trajectory. During his college years, Omos was diagnosed with a pituitary tumor, a serious condition that affected his brain and triggered complications including gigantism and partial Cushing's disease. The pituitary tumor was particularly concerning due to its role in producing excessive growth hormone, which not only contributed to his extraordinary height, but also created a range of health risks, from cardiovascular issues to potential vision problems caused by pressure on his optic nerves. Managing this condition required delicate surgical intervention, and during his freshman year of college, Omos underwent 2 brain surgeries to remove the tumor. These procedures were life-altering, demanding both physical endurance and emotional resilience, and they positioned him as one of the few individuals known to contend with gigantism, acromegaly, and Cushing's disease simultaneously. Each condition brought its own set of challenges. Gigantism contributed to rapid growth and the logistical difficulties of living in a world not built for extreme height. Acromegaly caused enlargement of facial features, hands, and feet, as well as complications such as carpal tunnel syndrome and obstructive sleep apnea. While partial Cushing's disease introduced elevated cortisol levels, increasing the risk of cardiovascular complications and necessitating ongoing monitoring. Despite these obstacles, Omos demonstrated an extraordinary commitment to his aspirations, continuing to pursue professional sports and later wrestling, even when medical professionals and prospective employers expressed concern about his health history. Today, he maintains a careful regimen of medications, including testosterone, to manage his conditions, underscoring his proactive approach to sustaining both health and career longevity. Impact of health on athletic performance. The interplay between Omos's health challenges and his athletic performance is a remarkable narrative of adaptation and perseverance. His conditions, while medically complex, also contributed to aspects of his wrestling persona. Gigantism and acromegaly, for instance, directly influenced his height and imposing appearance, which became central to his character in WWE. Yet these advantages came with physical costs, from joint stress due to increased weight to the long-term impacts of growth hormone excess on the cardiovascular system. Navigating these challenges required careful coordination with medical teams and WWE trainers to ensure that Omos could perform safely while maintaining the spectacle expected by fans. His ability to execute agile moves despite his size is particularly notable, highlighting a combination of natural athleticism and dedicated training that defies common expectations of wrestlers over 7 feet tall. Additionally, his personal experience with serious medical conditions has fostered a sense of resilience and mental fortitude, equipping him to endure both the physical demands of wrestling and the intense scrutiny that comes with public performance. Through disciplined conditioning, strategic in-ring work, and medical oversight, Omos has transformed potential limitations into defining strengths, becoming a performer whose presence is both awe-inspiring and grounded in careful preparation. Professional highlights and memorable matches. Omos's wrestling career is punctuated by moments that not only showcase his physical dominance, but also underscore his ability to connect with audiences. Following his debut as AJ Styles' bodyguard, his trajectory rapidly accelerated with the WrestleMania 37 victory, positioning him as a rising star. He has been featured in high-profile matches, including tag team bouts and one-on-one competitions against other top-tier wrestlers, where his size advantage is complemented by his coordination and timing. One of the most notable recent matches took place at WWE SummerSlam in 2023, where Omos faced Braun Strowman in a clash widely anticipated by fans due to the sheer scale of the competitors involved. The match was marked by intense moments and displays of athleticism, with both wrestlers leveraging their strength and agility, captivating audiences through both spectacle and storytelling. Even in matches where he did not secure victory, Omos left a lasting impression, demonstrating that wrestling success is measured not solely by wins, but by the ability to command attention, engage fans emotionally, and create memorable moments. His tenure as a tag team champion with AJ Styles further solidified his reputation, illustrating how strategic partnerships and character development contribute to career growth within WWE's complex ecosystem. Omos's persona and fan connection. Beyond athletic performance, Omos has cultivated a unique persona that resonates with fans worldwide. Known affectionately as the Nigerian Giant, he balances intimidation with a quiet, relatable demeanor, often engaging with audiences through subtle gestures and presence rather than constant dialogue. This approach has helped him connect with fans across demographics, allowing them to appreciate both his physicality and personality. On social media, Omos maintains active engagement with followers, sharing glimpses into his training routines, personal life, and perspectives on wrestling. His transparency about his health challenges has further deepened this connection, as fans see him not only as an extraordinary athlete, but also as a person who has faced and continues to face serious obstacles with courage and determination. The respect he commands within WWE is mirrored by the loyalty of his fan base, who eagerly anticipate his appearances, matches, and storyline developments. This dual impact, athletic excellence paired with human relatability, positions Omos as a performer whose significance extends beyond in-ring feats, shaping perceptions of resilience and dedication in professional sports. Financial and career considerations. While public discussions about Omos primarily focus on his size, talent, and health, it is also important to recognize the financial realities that accompany a career in professional wrestling, particularly for athletes with unique physical needs. Managing health complications such as those Omos faces often requires ongoing medical care, specialized training, and dietary considerations, all of which represent significant personal investment. WWE contracts and compensation structures provide opportunities but also demand consistency, performance, and public engagement, meaning that athletes must balance earning potential with the physical and emotional toll of the profession. For Omos, this balance is further nuanced by his medical history. The cost of ongoing treatments and the need to maintain peak physical condition are factors that influence career decisions, including the frequency of appearances, match types, and travel commitments. Despite these challenges, his rising profile within WWE, highlighted by championship wins, high-profile matches, and growing fan engagement, has provided financial stability and the potential for expanded earnings through merchandise, sponsorships, and appearances. Underscoring how talent, resilience, and strategic career management converge to create opportunity in the competitive world of professional wrestling. Ongoing health management and lifestyle. Omos's health journey continues to be an integral aspect of his life and career, requiring vigilance, discipline, and adaptation. His treatment plan includes regular medical consultations, monitoring of hormone levels, and management of conditions such as sleep apnea, carpal tunnel syndrome, and chronic fatigue syndrome, tunnel syndrome, and cardiovascular risk factors associated with his pituitary and growth hormone disorders. These considerations inform his daily routine, from dietary planning to workout schedules, ensuring that he can perform safely while minimizing long-term health risks. His proactive approach highlights the intersection of professional ambition and personal responsibility, demonstrating how elite athletes navigate challenges that extend beyond the public eye. Moreover, his transparency about these challenges helps to educate fans about the complexities faced by performers of extraordinary size, and emphasizes the importance of holistic care in sustaining a long-term career. Through careful management and disciplined lifestyle choices, Omos continues to thrive as a performer, proving that resilience is as crucial outside the ring as it is within. Speculation and future prospects. Rumors and speculation are a natural part of the wrestling world, and Omos's unique stature and rising popularity have made him a focal point for discussions about potential storylines, championship opportunities, and future rivalries. As of now, there are no confirmed plans for retirement or hiatus, though fans remain attentive to his well-being, given the physical demands associated with his size. Conversations around his future often include projections of main event opportunities, solo championship pursuits, and possible expansions of his role within WWE's narrative universe. While speculation is rampant on social media, Omos has maintained focus on performance, training, and engagement with his audience, signaling a commitment to continued growth. His trajectory suggests that he may transition into higher-profile storylines and championship contention, leveraging his combination of size, agility, and fan connection to solidify his legacy within WWE. For fans and observers alike, Omos represents both the promise of exceptional athletic spectacle and a compelling narrative of perseverance in the face of extraordinary personal and medical challenges. Legacy and inspirational impact. Omos's journey is more than a story of athletic achievement. It is a testament to resilience, determination, and the capacity to thrive despite complex health challenges. His experiences with gigantism, acromegaly, and partial Cushing's disease offer a rare glimpse into the intersection of medical adversity and professional ambition, highlighting how personal courage and strategic adaptation can transform potential limitations into defining strengths. Within WWE, he has become a figure who embodies both spectacle and humanity, inspiring fans who see in him the possibility of overcoming obstacles and achieving goals against the odds. His approach to life, characterized by disciplined management of health, careful cultivation of a professional persona, and engagement with a global audience, illustrates the broader lessons of perseverance, preparation, and resilience. As he continues to compete and evolve as a performer, Omos's legacy is likely to extend beyond championship titles and match results, serving as a source of inspiration for individuals confronting their own challenges, as well as a model for how extraordinary physical attributes can be harmonized with skill, dedication, and human warmth. Conclusion. From a young basketball player in Lagos to a dominant presence in WWE, Omos's journey is marked by extraordinary physical gifts, serious medical challenges, and an unwavering commitment to his ambitions. His rise in professional wrestling illustrates how talent, resilience, and adaptability intersect to produce success in a highly competitive industry. Through the triumphs of championship victories, memorable matches, and fan engagement, Omos has demonstrated that size alone does not define a performer. It is the combination of physical capability, mental fortitude, and human relatability that cements a lasting impact. His health challenges, including the management of a pituitary tumor, gigantism, acromegaly, and partial Cushing's disease underscore the complexity of his journey and the determination required to maintain peak performance. As he continues to evolve in WWE, Omos stands as a symbol of perseverance, a performer who has harnessed both his extraordinary size and personal resilience to captivate audiences, inspire fans, and leave an indelible mark on the world of professional wrestling. Fans, colleagues, and observers alike watch with anticipation as he continues to navigate his career, confident that the combination of talent, dedication, and courage will ensure that Omos's legacy in wrestling is not only secure, but truly remarkable.